Welcome back to Rishi Quant Research. I'm Rishikesh. So, as usual, this is Sunday. I will be giving you key levels for Nifty, Bank Nifty, and some stocks for the next week. Which stocks to look for in the next week? Which are their key levels, critical levels? We will discuss that in the upcoming chapters. But before that, let's go and take a quick review of how key levels for the last week up to Friday have worked out. These key levels were provided by me on the last Sunday. You can refer to my video in the weekly key levels in our YouTube channel. Also, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please like, share, and subscribe if you find a value in this channel. So let me share my screen with you and we will start with the Bank Nifty. These were the weekly key levels. See, and this is what happened. Okay, so our key levels 57,970 and 57,500, these worked as a mean reversion points. First half session of the week the price was up, second half price was down, and then again price crossed between 57,970 and 57,500. So this zone acted as a mean reversion zone. There is some still fight going on between buyers and sellers, and the direction is yet to be decided. This is what happened in the Bank Nifty. In Nifty, you can see clearly the resistance right here with this liquidity sweep. Price closing on the 8th of July, price closing below this weekly key level 23,945, but after that price opened up, taken the support, and then closed between these levels. Before that, price took resistance just below 24,595. L&T, you can see right here with this red candle there was a decisive breakdown of 4030, and then the next level obviously was 3900, and you can see from this price there is a zone created by buyers just below our key level right here, and then price closed in between 4030 and 3900 at 3948.10. This is about L&T. Hindustan Unilever, you can clearly create a seller zone created just above our key level. Okay, then price dropping down, crossing our first key level with this decisive candle, first 5 minute and 15-minute candle on the 8th of July. Decisive breakdown, retesting somewhere here, and then again crossing below the second key level 21,500, but then buyers came in and they tried to push the price up, but the price decisively closed below 2155. This is what happened in Hindustan Unilever. Then we have Bajaj Finance. See right here, you can see the price opening here trying to move above 1045, but with this evening star candle pattern, price reversed. See, after that the price again broke below 1035, taken some support exactly at 1025, especially right here with this candle over here. What is that candle? 8th of July 1 p.m. You can see clearly right here, taken the support with decisive candle, broke below 1015 and tried to stay below 1015. You can see the seller pressure right here, but with this candle seller pressure, buyer's pressure overwhelmed the selling pressure, and the price again recovered above 1015 and closed just at 1023. This is Bajaj Finance. Then we have Infosys. See right here, superb support taken at our key level 1035, price broken above, and then again retesting just about 1050, creating kind of zone at 1050, and then it sustained for this week above 1050 and closed at 1068.70. So all in all, in Infosys, 1035 was a decisive support, and after that 1050 in the later half of the week was a decisive retesting point. State Bank of India, you can see price taking support, trying to stay above 1040. Right here you can see the price trying to stay above this, but with this decisive candle at 7th of July 3 p.m. price broke below, and then again price broke below 1035 also. After breaking down, it came back to retest at our key levels, again broke below 1025, but then just shy of some few points above 1005, bias pressure overwhelm the selling pressure, and then they push the price above, and you can see the steep recovery after what, 8th of July 3 p.m. and the price closing somewhere between 1035 and 1045, between two key levels. Now ICICI Bank, yes, you can see right here price opening, closing, this candle opening and closing above 1420, and price trying to stay above this zone with this also. You can see right here with this reversal pattern, you can see price trying to stay above this, but then again the price with this candle broke below this, price kind of created consolidation somewhere here, tried to stay, created consolidation, sellers made positions during this time and then pushed the price towards 1390, and in that momentum price also broke through with this candle of 8 July 1:45 p.m. below this, but then buyers came in and tried to push the price above, and the price closed at 1401.20, recovering above 1390 key level. Then we have TCS. So for TCS, 2035 and 2135, these were the two key levels between which the TCS has been traded for the whole week. Okay, 2085 acted as a mean reversion price. Bharti Airtel, you can see right here again 1920 to 1940 mean reversion zone. Okay, price touched this zone multiple times. So buyers and sellers, this is the most conflicting zone for the buyers and sellers. Okay, price is overextending and underextending above and below this zone. So this is the most conflicting zone. Most of the conflict between buyers and sellers is going on in this zone. Direction is still to be decided. HDFC, superb trading, range trading between 810 and 840. Superb manner, you would have gotten how many points? Let me check. This candle you would have gotten 30 points up and then again 30 points down. Even so, almost 60 point. Even with 70% of that, you would have covered 42 points. So if you would have even able to, you know, able to successfully benefit from 70% of those points, it would have been 16 2.7, that is 42 points. So this is HDFC Bank, beautiful range trading week for HDFC Bank. Then Reliance. Superb, Reliance also range trading. You could see clearly right here. Sellers creating positions just above our key level between the 1320 and 1330. And with this range breakdown, this is the consolidation. You can consider this consolidation. And with this breakout of this consolidation, price just dropped again, piercing through the 1305, taking support almost at 1270 and again recovering above 1305 and closing at 1309.60. So all in all, this was a range trading day for few of our stocks and also for the Nifty and Bank Nifty. So that's how these this last week have panned out. That's how the key levels for the last week have panned out. Now let's go and get the levels for the next week. These are the levels for the next week. We will start with the Bank Nifty. You can see right here. So Bank Nifty is in the densely closely clustered key levels. Key levels for this week are these closely clustered. So until and unless the Bank Nifty consolidates at somewhere here and with the breakout of that consolidation, until you see that pattern, breakout of this consolidation or breakdown of this consolidation, expect a range trading week. Again, if the price stays between 57,500 and 58,280, you can also expect some overshooting and undershooting beyond these key levels. Okay, somewhere. So expect this zone. Key levels are calculated objectively, but the price creates some zone around that key level. So keep that in mind. This is Nifty. Nifty, you have beautiful, you have how much? 230 points above key levels. Next key level is 230 points above, or 220, you might say, above, and the key level below is almost 210 plus 50, 260 points below. So you have 200 anyway. On any direction you have at least 200 points of range to trade with. Okay, and the most important point is the Nifty is closed exactly at the key level. So opening of the Monday will decide the direction. If the opening is right here, you can expect the target to 24430 after sustaining for some time about 24210, and if the opening is below this, expect the target 23,945. So L&T again, L&T is closed somewhere between this. So if the momentum is very less, please expect the price to stay between the range, maybe 3900 and 3990, almost 4100 points range. If the momentum is not there is no momentum. Anyway, the stock is in downfall. You can see right here. So maybe after consolidating for some time between these range, it can again, break down of that consolidation and try to reach 3715. So this is L&T. Then we have Hindustan Unilever. Again, the price is almost at the key level. So again, opening of the price on Monday above or below this will decide the direction, and sustenance of that price for short while. If you find the sustenance of that price above or below this key level, expect the next key level to be the your target. Okay, then we have Bajaj Finance. Again, Bajaj Finance has entered into this conflicting zone 1015 to 1045. So there can be a whipsaws if the price is opening, you know, around 1023 again. Then expect some whipsaws because these are the previous past positions created by the sellers, and this is the past position created by buyers. So expect some whipsaws. This is the conflicting zone. But what would be the best scenario for Bajaj Finance? If the price opens below 1015 and sustains or even closes tomorrow below 1015, somewhere creating consolidation, then breakdown of that consolidation will give you the target of 965. This is Bajaj Finance. Then we have Infosys. Infosys again, price is exactly at the key level. Again, upside we have very large gap. Maybe price might not be able to go to 1135. But if you go to the past, you can see this isolated island pattern. See, this is isolated island pattern. This is island pattern. So you can expect something similar right here. Maybe on Monday price might open with the huge gap up and create some isolated island pattern. If the price opens with the gap up at 1135 or above 1135, you can expect in the next week itself 1205 reaching if the island pattern is confirmed on Monday. This is Infosys SBIN. SBIN again, it's on the upper half of this conflicting zone of 1025 and 1040. If again price drops below this, then keep in mind there will be some whipsaws, and this is the conflicting zone. Until and unless price sustains above 1040 or below 1025, don't try to hit don't expect the targets 1070 or 1005. Let the price cross above this, sustain, create some consolidation in this range, let it close above 1040. But if the price opens above 1040, you can expect the price to go to 1070. And if the price with the gap down opens below 1025, you can expect the price go to 1005. And if the momentum persists in the next week itself, you can also expect to see 980 hitting. So there will be correction after some steep, you know, rally. And I told you, I think in the two videos back, if you go to my weekly series, I told you you can see the higher highs, distance between higher highs reducing. That means the momentum is exhausting. You can see right here. That's how the momentum is getting exhausted. That is the, you know, sign of reversal and correction. So if the rally is steep, expect the correction to be noisy. So this is for SBIN. ICICI Bank, we have, yes. So we have strong and beautiful zone here 1425 to 1435, and then below 1355 to 1345. If the price, there is no momentum in the next week, then expect 1390 to act as a mean reversion and price trading between one these ranges of 1425 to 1355 or 1435 to 1345. So this is the expected range if there is no momentum. But again, breakdown and breakout consolidation near this zone, and then breakdown or breakout of that consolidation, you will find the price reaching to the next level. TCS, we again have, yes, closely spaced, you know, yes, closely spaced key levels. Not much to talk about in TCS from 17th. From this day, price is fairly sideways, but the downward momentum is slowed down and the reversal is kicked in. I think you can see right here, see these lower lows, distance between the lower lows, and then again right here. So anyway, downward momentum has slowed down. So it will be interesting to see whether the next week will be the week of consolidation or will be week of the steep correction. So there is still, this is the 2135 will be the strong resistance. You can see so many peaks around this 12135. Okay, so if the price breaks above 2135, expect some rallies with the momentum, and you may see the price breaking above 2220 to 2235 zone, this zone also. If there is momentum and the price is breaking above this zone, breaking above this 2135 in the first, in on the opening day or the next day of opening, that is Monday or Tuesday, if the price opens above 2135, you can see the price piercing through this zone also and might hit 2310. So this is TCS. Bharti Airtel, we have again strong resistances right here, and you can see the price is making the higher highs right here, but again you can see right here price is slightly in progression. It would be interesting to see whether the progression is followed by the next higher high with the momentum or the price contract. So let's see the Bollinger Bands right here. Let's go for 1 hour Bollinger Bands. Yes, the Bollinger Bands are flat on both sides. Expect this zone to be mean reversion. Okay, in 1 hour you can see the Bollinger Bands right here. Expect something called as mean reversion. So expect something like this. Let me show you. Mm, where is the paint? Yes. So right here, expect something like this. Price hitting this zone multiple times. Okay. So what? This is Bharti Airtel. Next, HDFC. Again, we have too many closely spaced key levels. So the price in is in the very noisy area. Okay, no, that was 1 hour and 15. This is the time frame I used for this analysis is 15 minutes. So it is always advisable to see these charts on 15 minutes. So that was 1 hour. That's why I said that. But no, okay, right here you can see it will be interesting. Oh, okay, HDFC, you just look forward for this stock on both sides, any sides. Okay, so this is the breakdown of this consolidation. again there is a retest. You can see right here, this is the breakout of this consolidation, I'm sorry, breakout of this resistance, and the retest also completed. See right here. So, and again the price is exactly at the key level. So very, very, very interesting HDFC Bank next week. Okay. So see, if the bullish momentum is again followed by the continuation, it will be very interesting to see. If you get the momentum, you might see price hitting 840 and also 875 if the momentum, large momentum kicks in. But again, this open high candle creates a very, very strong zone. This 840 will be very, very, very strong resistance right here. Okay. So if there is not enough momentum, slight consolidation between, this will be consolidation week. And if the price, Monday the price is opening with the gap up, and the price closes on some day, on any day above 840, then we can expect the bullish momentum kicking in. Reliance, you can see right here, too many key levels closely spaced together. So the momentum, where you will find the momentum you will find in between these two key levels. So it is very advisable to see whether the key levels are spaced farther from each other. More, uh, more, what you can say, they are, if the key levels are more apart from each other, then you can expect the momentum kicking in after the breakdown or breaking out. But these uh, key levels placed together, this creates kind of noisy zone. Okay, this is not a good, scenario. So there will be very noise, too much noise for Reliance this week. Okay, unless the price breaks above 1330. Downside, we have lot of buyers positioning themselves 1290 and 1270. This will be noisy for Reliance. So anyways, that's what from my side for the next week. I will see you on the next weekend.